Welcome to this Grade 8 Physics tutorial session, and I'm going to be taking you through a number of multiple choice questions related to the unit on motion in one dimension. So let's begin by looking at the first of these tutorial questions. Speed multiplied by time is equal to, and you have a number of possible options for the answer. Is it A, displacement? Is it B, distance? Is it C, velocity? Or is it D, position? So pause the video now and have a think about the possible answer to this question. And when you're ready to compare your answer with the answer provided in the solution which will follow, then press the play button. The correct answer is B. And in order to understand why that is the correct answer, you should know that speed is given by the expression distance divided by time. So if we rearrange this expression, what we get is that speed multiplied by time is equal to the distance, and hence the answer is B, distance.
Hello, can you hear me? I was born on January 8, 1942, exactly 300 years after the death of Galileo. I had come to Cambridge to do cosmology, and cosmology I was determined to do. At that time, it became clear something was not quite right with me. I fell over and had great difficulty getting up again. I spent weeks in Bart's hospital and had many tests. They never actually told me what was wrong, but I guessed enough to know it was pretty bad. The doctor who diagnosed me washed his hands of me, and I never saw him again. He felt that there was nothing that could be done. At first I became depressed. I seemed to be getting worse pretty rapidly. There didn't seem any point working on my PhD, because I didn't know if I would live long enough to finish it. But then the condition developed more slowly, and I began to make progress in my work. After my expectations had been reduced to zero, every new day became a bonus, and I began to appreciate everything I did have. And there was also a young woman called Jane, whom I had met at a party. Getting engaged lifted my spirits. I began to work hard, and I enjoyed it. I decided to write a popular book. While I was writing it, I became critically ill with pneumonia and lost my voice due to a tracheotomy, but I kept putting a lot of effort into the book. I feel a sense of achievement that I have managed to make these contributions, despite having ALS. I have not allowed my disability to stop me doing most things. My motto is there are no boundaries. When we see the Earth from space, we see ourselves as a whole. We see the unity, and not the divisions. We are here together, and we need to live together, with tolerance and respect. We are all time travelers, journeying together into the future. But there are other challenges, other big questions which must be answered. How will we feed an ever-growing population? Provide clean water, generate renewable energy, prevent and cure disease, and slow down global climate change. I don't think we will survive another 1,000 years without escaping beyond our fragile planet. We must also continue to go into space for the future of humanity. we will better understand our place in the universe. So remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see, and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. While there's life, there is hope. Seize the moment. Act now. Be brave. Be determined. Overcome the odds. It can be done.
Rockets and people and engineers, all of these come together because these are the things you need to make this happen. But the real thing that makes something happen is trying to solve a problem.
When someone who has said, I want to put a satellite in the sky, puts a satellite in the sky, says, I want to see education and people educated every reach of the country, all rural areas, that's possible, right?
I re-engineered a new business called Yazmi. And Yazmi is about delivering education directly to people. So the whole thing that motivated me at all times was, in my own personal experience, the more books I read, the more like I felt something from inside my head pushing the walls of my brain. And I felt it is so easy to be able to deliver knowledge to people. In a sense, that's what has been the driving force. I want to see a way of delivering the best education to all of Ethiopia, to all of Africa, as soon as possible.